I do. I don't want to shit on Coming to America. I did watch it though. Did you watch the new Coming to America?
Yes, I did.
Let's.
Let's start this way and come to me.
Okay. You know, it was fine. I'll tell you right now, Jermaine killed it. Everyone killed it. Like everyone, their performances them individually were good. Just the fucking, it was just, I don't know, man.
It was fluff. It was fan service.
It was that, but it was also like the wokeness of it was just annoying. Where it was just like, I don't know. I get it. Women rule. They're great too. We get it. White men are retarded. We get it. You know, it was just. I felt like they just went to that well too many times, you know?
The safe well.
It was just, they just tried
They
to
telegraphed it a million miles. I mean, you saw a million miles away.
It was sort of an offensive movie back in the day, you know? And so, all right, so I'll give you an example. So the preacher who was like sexist, like that's the whole bit. It doesn't need to be articulated multiple times that he's sexist and he's wrong to be speaking that way. But the main characters have to almost like stop the dialogue to point out that like this guy is sexist and he probably shouldn't be talking that way. It's just that encompasses what I didn't like about what they did with the movie.
I liked it. I recognized that it was fluff. The thing is, like, the first one, the second half isn't funny. Like, it's a funny movie for the first half, and this was similar in that it kind of stuck to, this is funny, this is funny, this is funny, and then it went into, oh, this is like a romantic story.
There was some things that I laughed at. You know, I thought that Tracy Morgan was good. What's her name? The mom? Leslie Jones. I thought she was good.
Really
she was really...
Did that flashback where they went back to the first movie
hilarious.
Was really funny.
he was like, and then I remember a giant buffalo climbing up on top of me.
By the way, Jermaine's a fucking movie star.
Yeah, Jermaine's great.
He was fucking amazing.
Jermaine is extremely talented, and I really like Jermaine. It was fine. It's just Coming to America was one of my favorite movies growing up, and it had a little bit of bite. It had some edge, and they took all of that out of it. And
there's no possible way a PG-13 sequel to an R-rated comedy could be good.
Yeah.
I just want to say this, right? I agree with both of you guys. Whew, I said that. All right. Now, here are the pros. Shout out to motherfucking Eddie Murphy for just hiring mad motherfuckers during a time when there wasn't no work. And it was really dope for us during the pandemic to see a lot of our friends on TV working, because it was inspirational for me.
Oh, I'm the opposite. I'm like, fuck that. What am I doing with my life?
No. Of course. We initially
I kicked my TV.
No,
I drop kicked my television.
Nah, dog. Nah, we can't really feel. For me, I really felt like, oh shit, the world about to open back up, and if these niggas is eating, I know I'm about to eat, because I'm as dope as any one of these motherfuckers out here. And it's just showing me it's about getting around a certain circle. And that's what the game is. Once you get around certain motherfuckers, like, you can't get around a Tracy Morgan and think that nigga gonna help you come up. That's not in his DNA to help you come up. He go sun you all the way until he can't sun you no more, and then he done with you. I'm not taking away from his talent. I'm talking about the business aspect of it. He a foul nigga in real life. What was dope though is to see him work and to see him use that comedic genius on that screen to aid Eddie and bringing Coming to America 2 alive, just like Leslie. Leslie was honestly.
Is this how you ended up at Bloomingdale's? I forgot where it all started.
Nah, you asked what was my disposition about the movie, and I'm giving you my full rendition of what the fucking movie, how I felt about it.
Go ahead.
Leslie was super dope. I think Leslie was the best part of the motherfucking movie. She was it's extra, but that's what they wanted from her. That's why they hired her. The Jermaine kid, Liked him too. You know what I
Jermaine
mean?
killed it, yeah.
Liked him too. Like everybody, Rodney Perry, you know what I mean, was up in that bitch. Everybody played their role. But Coming to America 2 is always going to not stand up to a Coming to America 1. A Young Guns 2 isn't going to stand up to Young Guns 1. Ghostbusters. Ghostbusters.
Let me say that I think the Ghostbusters, they remade Ghostbusters with all chicks, right? And people hated on it so much that I went into it thinking I was going to hate it. I watched it on a flight. I actually thought it was pretty funny. It was pretty good. They forced certain things, right? But it wasn't like they weren't trying to force woke culture down your throat. And I felt like with Coming to America, if they would have ignored that side of it and they would have just focused on writing a really funny script.
But you know what we
they would stop the movie at certain times where it's like just to sort of make these points. And I'm going like, when they're in the barbershop where they're talking about Nazis, he was like, oh, there's Nazis out there now. And it's like, what are you talking about? Why are you making a political point in the middle of this?
PG-13, bro.
It's bizarre.
It's PG-13.
I have one gripe. I said when you were in the bathroom on the show the other day, I said this. Why are the men in the barbershop the same age?
Oh my God, Zach, that's fucking genius.
They should all be dead, yeah.
It really bothered me that the men they should be 130.
Yeah.
They couldn't at least make a joke about it. Like, hey, isn't it weird that all of us are alive?
Yeah.
How ironic is that?
Yo, Zach, that shit is genius, and I swear to God, I was just so happy that those characters came back. You know, even
well, they had to do the characters,
yeah.
and I liked a lot of those things. I just sort of watched it on a whim. Me and my chick were hanging out last night. We didn't know what to watch, and I just sometimes you gotta because I'll flip through fucking Netflix or Amazon for hours. I just keep on going.
I know, and never you would not even watch a movie.
Yeah, you fall asleep eventually. So I was like, fuck it. I just hit play. She was like, what are we watching? I was like, we're going to watch Coming to America 2. My sister already told me that I wasn't going to like it, but my expectation was kind of low, so I think I probably enjoyed it more for that reason. But I also just felt like they didn't force it down your throat that white people were whack in the first one. It was like it was a movie about, you know, this African who came to Queens, and it was very rooted in black culture, but it wasn't like they weren't like that. The scene where Jermaine, who was it? The guy from SNL,
Colin Jost.
Yeah, is it Colin Jost?
Yes,
it was right.
Yeah.
It was Colin Jost. He's the guy.
He's the grandson of the guys from Trading Places.
Yes. Oh, is that what the character's supposed to be?
That was the company he was.
I didn't realize that.
Oh yeah. That he was the.
Oh, I didn't realize that.
Pull up that scene. Pull up the Colin Jost scene.
Yeah,
right.
He was those are the two guys that did the bet in Trading Places.
And Eddie gave them the money
In
when they
Coming
were
to
home
America.
in part 1.
Yes.
Yeah.
So Jermaine's character goes in for an interview with this company, and Colin Jost's character is what I would say is mildly condescending. I mean, very, very mildly. Not even making a wrong point. I want to see if you can pull up the scene before I just describe it instead. Because I remember just watching the scene being like, oh yeah, well, Jermaine's acting sort of like an idiot. Like his character isn't acting appropriately for that situation. Mm-hmm. You got it or no? That's why we're firing Dylan this week. Dylan's furious right now. What? Go ahead. What are you gonna say? Get on microphone and start yapping.
I'm talking shit in the chat, bro. I'm talking shit to all the fucking people right now.
Nobody cares.
I fucking care. I'm fucking pissed. I'm heated.
Grow up. Who cares? Dylan's working on the merch side because he's done an incredible job on the merch side. And
Yo. Fire in the hole, man. We got merch, man. We got merch.
I love it.
Merch.
It's a fucking word association with Jimmy today.
It's the greatest. It's the greatest.
Yeah, I'm sorry. Whenever you say something that's thought-provoking for me to get involved, I'm in there.
I know. I love it. So, do you have the scene or no?
Yo, we holding on for this scene. Fuck
know,
that
it's
scene.
crazy.
Coming to America was all right, my nigga. At the end of the day, it was all right. Thank you, Eddie, for employing a lot of motherfuckers. And Leslie.
I mean, look, I can't.
Where do you go from here?
Thanking Eddie.
Where do you go from here,
employing
Leslie?
people. Eddie, everyone he employed is already a bazillionaire. It's not like he fucking employed us. It's like he employed fucking people that needed the work. These people all don't need the work.
Nah. Eddie did the right thing. These niggas need the work.
It's so funny because I was watching.
Tracy Morgan needs the work, my nigga.
Was
season 2 or season 3 or whatever this season that just passed of The Last OG was trash. You didn't hear no noise about that.
Wow.
His last stand-up special was trash. You didn't hear no noise about that. Let it go, nigga. Let it go.
Jimmy's coming at you.
No, I'm
Like a Walmart
But
truck.
I'm telling whoa.
That was fucking.
Whoa, Zach, whoa. Nah.
Yo.
I'm not playing with that part because my nigga Uncle Jimmy Mack. Uncle Jimmy Mack was in that car, bro. And Artie Fuqua. Like, that was a different, but Zach, that shit was cold. It was,
Funny.
that shit was crazy.
It was clever,
That was
but it was dark. And Jimmy does not co-sign that joke.
But that's all the words I used to describe
But-
Jimmy.
Dark and clever.
So,
Do you have the scene or not?
Nah, they don't,
Forget it.
my nigga. So we
right.
gonna stay the course about these niggas needed to work. Fucking Leslie left SNL to do a fucking shopping network show that ain't popping.
Is it not popping? I thought it did well.
With who? With who?
I mean, it's ABC, Jimmy.
My
I mean,
nigga,
you and I ain't gonna watch a game show on that
but
shit.
that's
yeah.
all, my nigga.
I got
Let's
uncles
just
and
keep
shit.
it a hundo.
Do it. Go
Leslie,
one-on-one.
Leslie needs that attention. She needs niggas to be like, oh, there she is, and she ain't gonna get that from regular us, our generation.
The point I'm making is
what
that
I'm making
these
the
people-
point. These niggas needed to work.
They
needed another look.
They have $1 billion, all of them. So when I say needed to work,
The relevancy.
it's not like I can't pat Eddie Murphy on the back for giving Tracy Morgan and Leslie Jones work. They have $1 billion. Leslie Jones and Tracy Morgan both could never work another day in their lives ever and be completely fine. Completely fine.
Okay, but check this out. I'm talking about relevancy. Like, as far as your last project, my nigga, what's really banging? What are you really holding? My nigga, be after SNL, what did Leslie really have that, besides what did she have?
I don't know.
Nothing. This
I
coming
know
to
nothing.
America.
I know nothing about Leslie Jones.
But
I will tell
this
you.
coming to
Which
America
one? I was
too.
just gonna say she's got a movie coming out where she fights Godzilla.
Wow. Leslie, I'm not saying that. All I'm saying is that
Fans out.
yo, son, wow, son. But she needed this lick. Tracy needed another relevancy look. Now, what's gonna happen if these niggas don't do these specials and knock it out the park? Niggas is done with them. Yeah, Tracy, you can get as many writers as you want, my nigga. Your unfunniness is starting to be exposed. Wow. That's
Well,
a
you
fact.
have a beef with Tracy Morgan.
No,
it
I
seems.
don't have a beef with Tracy. I don't. Why? Because a nigga tell you the truth about yourself, you hating. This is where the game
I'm not saying
got.
you're hating. I'm saying I've heard
no,
like 3 or 4 shots with Tracy specifically.
I know because, nigga, who else? I just talked about Leslie.
You praised her. You gave her all the props in
No,
the
she
world.
needed the lick. You keep saying that these people didn't need the lick because they're financially stable.
Yeah.
Fuck being financially stable. I'm talking about the relevancy.
We're arguing 2 different things right now. Sure, you're right. Yes, they need to stay relevant.
In a better way.
I just don't
than
give a fuck about. I really don't care about Leslie Jones's relevancy. Sure, good for her.
Neither do I, but for the culture, I do.
Right.
Neither do I, but for the culture, I do. We need our next Whoopi Goldberg.